Good morning, TKG. Good afternoon or good night, wherever you are in the world. How are you doing today? All the culture talking to y'all, man. Listen, after the VMAs last night, I noticed that there was a large flux of people who were impressed with Doja Cat's performance at the VMAs, and I know that a video like this should be going on Culture Be Talking, but I kind of want to talk about it here since this channel has a bigger audience. Even though I know the whole point of making the whole other channel is to do the discussion videos, but just for the one time, I'm gonna make one here. Listen, we gotta have a talk about this canceling thing. Can we cancel anybody anymore? Are we even able to cancel anybody anymore? Doja Cat not only had a good performance, there were people that were sitting up saying, oh, I don't even remember why I was mad at her. I don't even know why. I forgot. Oh. It's not worth canceling anybody anymore. It's not worth saying that you're going to cancel anybody. Look at this random piece of hair sticking out. Shove that in there. Just look good for the camera. But is it even worth canceling anybody anymore? And what even is canceling nowadays? We get mad at somebody, so mad at somebody that we say, oh, we're done with your product. Oh, we're not, you're finished. I don't think anyone's able to be canceled. Truth be told, I think it's all a ruse. I think it's all just the dumbest thing ever. I think everyone's been safe from canceling. Let me tell you why. Doja Cat literally was on the verge of being called a racist and being called, a incel herself, even though I'm sure that's not true. Because to be incelibate means that you don't have sex on account of no one wanting to have sex with you. So I'm sure if Doja Cat's had tons of sex, I can't, who knows? She can come out the woodwork and say, oh, I'm a virgin right now, and all we can do is believe her. But she did everything she said and did everything she did. She let her friends say everything that they wanted to say, and all we can sit up and believe is that, she just joined random chat rooms and blah blah blah. She says those are her friends and they're good to her. So I'm under the impression that she's been friends with them for years, and that she had the one friend link her to the chat rooms, and whatever the case may be, we can all just assume what Doja Cat went through. And this is not going to be a Doja Cat video, but it's hugely linked to the fact that people just so easily forgot about what the stigma was, why people were canceling her in the first place. And the reason I've been putting air quotes around the word cancel is because nothing actually really happened. She didn't get canceled at all. What really happened was she got temporarily muted, in a sense, because here she is. It seems like she's back in full effect. It seems like now that people are saying, oh, what a great performance, oh my god, and celebrities are saying, oh my god, so amazing, oh, she killed it last night, oh, she's doing great. You start to wonder, if everyone's sitting up saying, oh, someone's doing great, if you're the one that says that person's canceled, but no one really knows who you are, and while everyone's sitting up throwing their hands up for Doja Cat, while nobody's looking, you do it too. You throw your hands up too and like, oh my god, yeah, she's doing wonderful. No one has receipts that you called her, anything that you called her. No one has receipts that you said you didn't like Doja Cat. Nothing like that. People have just been coming out of the woodworks saying, oh, well, she's it's fine. It's so old and we got over it. Which begs the question, it made me ask myself, who is really out here getting canceled for real? Because the only person I know that got canceled, the only person I know that has been really canceled, last time I checked, has been, I don't know, Vic Mensa. Guy's been putting out music ever since his little XXXTentacion tirade, and no one's really been caring about anything he has had to say or anything that he's put out. Lil Xan, a guy who said Tupac was boring, and now he is pretty much, just labeled a trash artist. And that's where it all really, where I started to notice people aren't getting canceled. People are just becoming memes. People are just becoming jokes in whatever the art is that they're doing. People are just becoming jokes, and no one's, it's like saying someone's canceled is doing more for their careers than anything else at the moment. Why put out a song when you can just get canceled? If getting canceled actually worked, 6ix9ine would have never been as big as he was today. Here's 6ix9ine. I just seen a post of 6ix9ine saying, oh, I'm gonna, I got a track with Tory Lanez coming out. I don't know if I should have him on, but it's already cleared and it's gonna be a hit. I'm gonna have him on. When it's been history of labels taking artists off of albums and stuff being edited. You can edit that album, man. You can edit it. But 6ix9ine doesn't want to do that because he's all for controversy. He wants everyone to listen to his album. He's probably gonna, make the Tory Lanez song the biggest song on the album and try to, it's just, what can we do anymore? When you're annoyed with somebody, all you can really do is ignore them, and that doesn't work anymore because they're everywhere. 6ix9ine is on every social media site that there is to have on the internet. I'm not even sure if you can go to Pornhub anymore without seeing 6ix9ine. And don't quote me, and don't tell me if you have, because I don't want to know about that. Because more so than likely, if you have, you've seen him with a 13-year-old. So, honestly, let's stop with this whole someone's getting canceled thing, because no one ever has been canceled. No one gets canceled. Cardi B's supposed to be getting canceled all this whole time, and nothing's happened. Nothing's happened to Cardi B. Not one time. She's come out publicly and said that she's drugged men and stolen their money, and she's done everything that she's done. Or anything that she has done. No canceling. Has a #1 hit right now. Tory Lanez just shot a woman in the foot. Megan Thee Stallion, to be exact, if you don't know. Impossible to not know. And now you could pretty much say, without anyone really saying it, he's just canceled himself, in a sense. Here's how you know that cancel culture doesn't actually work. If Tory Lanez goes out, shoots a whole woman in the foot, a beloved woman in the foot, and makes a hit somewhere down the road, he makes some music in the future, and it gets anywhere close to a Billboard, or close to charting on a Billboard, that shows you people not only supported what he did, they just completely ignore. But then that conjured up my side conversation, which I had with myself, and I said, you know what? What if people are just doing exactly what I've been saying to do, separating the person from the art? See, I don't know Tory Lanez's first name, but we'll call him Tory for whatever reason. I'll call him Etor or something like that. Etor, even though I'm not supposed to be laughing when I'm talking about Tory Lanez, but Etor is a bad person. Make no mistake about it. Shooting a woman in the foot, Tory Lanez and Etor are bad people. But let's just say, outside of music, that Etor is a bad person. As a matter of fact, let me just look up the man's name so I can know. Jesus, the guy's name is Daystar. Oh boy. Okay. Well, Daystar can be a jerk in real life. He can be an absolute, atrocity of a person. Daystar is a bad person. Tory Lanez can make great music and all that, but it's hard. We tell ourselves that it's hard to listen to artists that are, like this. We tell ourselves that it's hard to listen to artists that, have done something bad. I mean, for me, how can I listen to somebody like Doja Cat that have denounced, their skin color, and that have, joined the, when people say, her friends say anything negative about our race, about African Americans. How can I join somebody that says something negative about us? How can I enjoy their music and like, oh man, she hates my color, she hates my people, but didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to. When it's somebody like that I have not really listened to, like Doja Cat, or somebody that apparently Kali Uchis is a colorist. Now, excuse me for not truly knowing what a colorist is, but I'll go ahead and fill in the blanks for myself. Maybe a colorist is somebody who is against a specific color, a racist in a sense. That would be hard to get behind Kali Uchis, because for her to not be anywhere near African American, for her to be more Hispanic than African American, Latin than African American, it's tough. Because how do I listen to somebody who dislikes my color when I'm a fan of yours and I'm an African American? It's tough. How do you get over something like 6ix9ine being touching 13-year-olds and dissing dead people and running up in Chicago making a mess and disrespecting how do you get over something like that, but then tell yourself, I'm going to listen to their music anyways? You know what it is? People love to get on the train of the popular person at the moment. People love to talk about who's popular right now. People love to troll. I seen all last night accounts, and this will trace back to that Amir video that I watched. People that have accounts with the artist as their picture, and the name being some homage to the artist, a quote from what they said or something like that, talking about how great that specific artist is. Those people tend to have pictures up of Doja Cat or 6ix9ine or Tory Lanez or Blueface or Lil Pump or anyone who is a controversial figure, or someone who's popular at the moment. And then another person goes by. I guarantee you that there's going to be another artist out that says something controversial that makes their name big off of controversy. And that person will be another guy that gets stand and, gets turned into this big character and, hey, this guy's undefeated, you can't stop him, oh my God, And who's to say that some of these people aren't just genuine, real fans? But it's hard to see them as real fans, because some of those people get looped in with trolls that just want a quick laugh or just want to make people miserable online. Had people come into my live chat saying Blue Lives Matter when I was talking about how police officers had pulled up on me and my friends. What can you do? Really, what can you do? It's tough. It's tough to go on. It's tough to log on and see that there are an insurmountable amount of people who are supporting someone who should be canceled. People that only support them because they're canceled. And then there's people who, like it opens your mind to how much are you willing to withstand. If I learned an artist that burned down a school full of kids, but there were people saying it's not their fault, those kids should have just got out the way, that shows you that's not a fan, that's just a toxic person. What can, like, when do people start telling themselves that these people are not fans, they're toxic trolls? When you like to tell yourself that the thing that this person did is okay, but say someone in your personal life did the same thing, and you're telling them that's wrong, you need to do the right thing. All of these artists are people too. They are people first. They're human beings. We all do something wrong. We need to be held accountable for it. If I do something wrong, I want to be held accountable for it, and I will own up to it whenever something bad happens. And if I'm running away from something, then call me a jerk, and call me a you know what I'm saying, a sellout, and call me whatever you want to call me, because I deserve it. These people who do, you know, things that need to get them banned, things that get them canceled, they need to be held accountable for it. Like when Cardi B drugs got men. You know? The barbs that come into my comment section defending Nicki Minaj's every move, they're just trying to be fans, but little do they know they come off more toxic than they do coming off of genuine fans, because they're sitting up calling me a jerk for just speaking my mind. Is that a fan, or is that a toxic individual? People who will have Nicki Minaj's picture up, and then some will be, you know, rename themselves Nicki, you know, Michelle Barbs, or Nicki Minaj, or, you know, Onika Mirage, her whole name. So honestly, I know I don't, you know, I'm having a long conversation, it's taking a long time, but seriously, open your minds. This canceling is only enabling people to become trolls, and it's only making the artist more popular. Think of everyone who's been canceled. Those people have garnered so much attention around their name that it's just like, okay, now everyone's paying attention to LOA. Oh, everyone's paying attention to B. No, everyone's paying attention to the person that's being canceled. It garners them way more attention than maybe their music would, or maybe their art, or whatever they're big for. They can turn all that press into success, and then they can get canceled and muted for a short amount of time, and then they come back. They wound up becoming a big name, and they wound up becoming figures later. And it wound up, you know, it's like they're unable to get canceled. I don't think anyone's able to get canceled. I think it's impossible at this point. So honestly, I don't know what to say. No one's getting canceled out here. No one's being canceled out here. Doja Cat just, neighbor out here walking his dog. Doja Cat just sat up and won Best New Artist. Clean. And yes, there are people saying, oh, Doja Cat, Doja Cat. You know, people are making their jokes, and that's to be expected. But are we going to hold Doja Cat accountable for her actions? For the fact that she backpedaled in her apology? For the fact that she's still friends with people who are scumbags, considered scumbags? You know why it's not going to happen? Because she was never canceled to begin with, people. And the sooner you realize cancel culture is a sham, the more you start to notice. Trouble is money. Negativity is money. And when everyone starts to get hip to that, guess what? 6ix9ine won't seem so evil anymore. Time to drum up some controversy.